Uh, Hi, can you go through your resume?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my name is Samir Sen. I'm a SQL DBA. Uh, I have 14 years experience. I worked on all technologies like log shipping, from log shipping, mirroring, replication, always on cluster. And my main interest is in performance tuning. So that is my brief.
Okay, okay. I think you have worked on in Always On, right?
Yes, yes.
So, how many failures we have in Always On?
Uh, Manual failover, automatic failover, forced failover.
Okay. Have you configured Always On in standard editions of 2014?
No, no, I didn't configure.
Okay. Is that yet possible?
Uh, I'm not sure because some version it make available. I think 2016 or 17 it make available on standard. Otherwise, earlier it was not possible. And that to basic always on, not as compared to enterprise edition. What is the feature giving in enterprise edition? That
Okay.
feature will not available.
Okay. What is read intent in Always On?
Read intent is uh, it's when we want application any transaction to read to the read database secondary, so
Mhm.
uh, it will direct to the available secondary to for the read command.
Mhm.
Okay, so that we have to set configure in the in the application as well, in the always on also read routing table. Then it will allow all the read transaction to the secondary.
Okay. But for that, I can also do with the read only, right?
Read only.
Yeah.
No, but the always on how we know that this read transaction need to be go to the primary or secondary, because it will go to the available node. What is the active node? If you do not mention read intent.
Okay. So that means always on primary replica is going to take care of all this traffic. That is what you are saying, right?
Yes, yes.
Then what about listener here?
Yeah, means I mean to say listener, listener will take care of the whichever active node. Okay, it doesn't matter for the the end user whether it is active node or it is a secondary or primary. It will taken care by the listener itself. But the what I mean to say that whatever the read commands come, and we want that to be transferred to the secondary, not on primary replica
Mm-hmm.
or active node.
Mm-hmm.
Active node means that is primary only. So we don't want to be the primary node to be uh, that reports or select command should go to the secondary. Then we use the read intent
Mm-hmm.
to bifurcate to load balance the transaction.
Okay. So what's the difference between read only and read only intent?
Read only, it will just we can read, we cannot edit in that uh, read only mode. It is only for reading purpose.
Okay. What about read only intent?
Uh,
So
it's also same, but it's just diverting the transaction.
so if you are configure read only, it means it is don't redirect the traffic, right? That is what it means, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Then
Like it, mm,
okay.
mm.
So if you kept the read only, I mean, it does. I mean, it is. If you put that only intent, then it is going to directly to that. Right? That is what you are saying, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Mm. Well, you just better cross check these ones after this. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I will check that better.
Okay. So How many listeners can I create for one availability group?
Yeah, we directly actually there is a standard for normal is one, but we can create two also, but not from GUI. From SQL script we can create two listeners.
From SQL Server.
From the script we can create. From
Which
the
script?
GUI,
Which script it is?
it's a SQL script. I do not remember the exact code, but we can create from the script.
Okay.
I did long back. So
Okay.
from the GUI it is not available.
Okay.
Like in um, uh, I forgot something. It's a multi-subnet. There are two multi-subnet. We can create one and another for another. That there is option for two create. We can create two.
Mhm.
Directly not, but we had to do some trick from the SQL script, not from the GUI.
Okay. So we have one big database, and in the one table is there, like
Mm-hmm.
around 100 GB. So
Mm-hmm.
if I ask you to do the table partitioning,
Mm-hmm.
so what could be your action plan on this?
Yeah, I will see what is the key column.
Okay.
Okay, if the data is a date wise, then it is better. So
Mhm.
some we can create from monthly or yearly. On the
Mhm.
basis of that, we can partition and get a function
Which
that
partition are you going to use?
uh, from date part
No, no.
because
I mean to say partitions. We had two partitions are there, right? So which
yes,
partition is going to use?
on date column partition.
No, no. I'm not asking that column level. Okay. I'm
Mm.
asking which type of partition you are going to use.
That exactly I do not remember because
Okay.
it's not a frequently we get
Yeah,
option
yeah, yeah. And
to
I understand.
command synthesize because whenever come we have to refer because it is not a uh, common use sometimes once in the
Yeah, I understood.
like that, yeah.
So you have configured always on and everything is working fine. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the customer asked you to add one of the TDE enabled database. Then
Mm-hmm.
how you are going to do that?
Yeah, TDA I never did it.
Okay,
uh, uh, Maybe I need to try it. I didn't get chance it.
okay. So let's assume that you want to add SSIS DB.
SSSI, okay.
You want SSIS DB to be added into the always on.
Mm-hmm. SSI, I think it will support or not. Yeah, I did not try it. I need to check it.
It is supported, man. It
Support
is.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let's assume that you have to add like SSIS, SSRS database and SSRS temp to the part of Always. Then,
SSI 10 dB.
hmm,
I think 10 dB is
I
not.
mean, yes, report server database is there, report server temp database are there, right?
Yeah, database.
I want you add those two databases in Always.
But 10 dB is system DB like in. So it system DB is not
No,
allowed in all the phone.
no, I'm not asking that temp. I'm asking you to add report server temp.
Yes, yes. It was a 10 dB.
Yeah.
Oh, did not try, but the process might be same.
Okay.
Did not get chance to this SSRS and SSRS 10 dB.
Okay. So,
Never get request.
okay, okay. So I understand. So if you got a request, you are able to do that, right?
Yes, yes. If any issues come, then see what is the solution for that.
Okay.
Uh,
You got one request from client saying that they are experiencing some frequent timeouts in irregular times. Okay. So how you are going to track and how you are going to create extended events. Okay. So for identifying the timeout queries.
Time at query. Okay. So that for we have to enable the first we need to check for which application, which database of the program they are getting the timeout issues. And
Okay.
once we get the information, so we can
So you
put
are
it.
having only one application and
Hmm.
only one database.
Okay, fine, fine. So in that case, we'll put a trace or a standard event, and
Yes.
we'll,
What exact the trace event name is?
uh, yeah, the name is not remember,
Okay.
but the standard was store procedure and query. What is that statement come starting and complaint? That is a standard which we normally use, that we put, and that will, I think, that will list out what is the issue.
Okay.
I need to check another also.
Okay. So is it possible to run the DBCC check DB on secondary replicas?
Yes, yes, that is possible. That is quite possible.
Okay. You have configured always on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I mean you have enabled the statistics. Auto create statistics for primary replica. So obviously it is going to get create in the second replica as well. Yes or right?
Okay. Auto.
The same option will also enable for the second replica as well, right? Second replica database.
Can you repeat question again?
So you have enabled auto create statistics option
Auto
for,
cache. Okay, okay.
yeah, okay. So this
Mm.
option is also will enable in the secondary replica as well, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now you have used different query, different statement, okay,
Mm.
columns. So columns, those column statistics will get created in the template, in the database, in the primary database. Will it create on that second replica?
Yeah, because if it is also got enabled in the secondary, then the same thing will happen over there also.
Okay, right. So
Mm.
now that read traffic is different and write traffic is read traffic from the primary replica is different, in the second replica is different, right? Okay, you are only using the second replica for the read traffic.
Mhm.
Okay, so in that case, where the statistics will get going to get created, since it is a read only database.
Mhm.
You understand my logic,
Yes,
right?
yes, yeah, understand,
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, it's a difficult question. I never thought of in that deep. Need to
Okay.
check. Not sure on the answer.
Okay. So how you are going to use the secondary replicas?
Uh, it is normally be used for reporting purpose and read-only uses. Okay, and some backups.
Hmm.
So that is the purpose we use. And in the at the time of the failure, if something happened primarily, so we can have the secondary copy.
Okay.
So that is the purpose we use secondary replica.
Okay. So you have configured always on, right?
Yes, yes.
So if I give you a chance like to configure always on in Linux environment, are you able to handle it independently?
Linus did not get chance, but going through from the reference and referral, uh, able to do it.
Okay. You are going to do that, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So in always on, automatic page repair option will be there. Okay. So it's there from primary onwards. So
Yeah, yeah.
what pages it is going to get repair and which pages it is not going to get repair.
Mm, data page and index page will get repaired, and for not going, not sure which is not going, but the pages which are data and index page, if it get corrupted, it will get repaired. But
Mhm.
for which pages not going to repair, that uh, no idea, no idea.
Okay. So in which version SQL Server Always On feature got introduced?
2012.
Okay. Can you name the Always On enhancements from 2012 to up to latest version?
uh, it got enhancement from, like, earlier there was only one replica available for reading, and thereafter it increases from 1 to 4 and 5. Now till now it is uh, n- 8 plus 1, means total 9 replica available for readable
Mm-hmm.
for secondary, and in that 5 uh, synchronous mode. Okay, earlier there was a synchronous mode is limited. As the version got increases, the synchronous availability for the secondary database increases. Now I think it is almost 5, I think 5 or 4 uh, synchronous mode, and rest of the asynchronous mode. And
Okay.
there is
Apart from replicas and synchronous commit modes, can you name other enhancements for the always on?
yeah, the automatic steering from 2016,
Okay.
uh, and uh, there's one more that
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
currently I'm remembering that and not getting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There are a couple of that, but not remembering now.
Okay. So what are the failure condition levels that we are having in always on?
Failure condition.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, if something happen in the primary replica,
Mm-hmm.
if then it goes secondary. If the uh, quorum is witness is checked that there is no nothing, something uh,
No,
is
that's
not
all okay. That's all part of the always on architecture as well, right?
okay.
So
Yeah.
wow, what I mean,
Mhm.
what are the condition levels that we are having in always on?
Condition level. Okay. Means,
Okay.
no, no, I'm not sure.
No problem. What is SP underscore server underscore diagnostics option stored procedure? What is the use of that one? Why on what purpose we mainly use in always on?
It is diagnosed the whole focus on health.
Okay.
It gives all the information of the sequence over there, synchronous status, everything, the status of the other phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I know that much.
Okay. So, is there any new features in 2022 for always on?
2022, I did not, because in our company we did not use it, because it only lasts for 2019. Yet to uh,
Okay.
yet to come in the 2022 in our environment. Not yet came.
What is CR2 audit in security?
CRT.
CR2 audit.
No idea. I'm not sure.
Okay. What are the new server roles that are there from SQL Server 2019 onwards?
No idea. No idea.
Okay. What is parameter sensitive option? PSPO.
Parameter.
Parameter sensitive. There
Parameter.
is a new option in 2022, right? That is
No, because 2022 I did not get chance to work,
okay.
so no idea that.
So one of your customer is having very sensitive data.
Mm-hmm.
So he want to mark his phone number. I mean the phone numbers. First three has to be visible, and remaining all the number has to be in the cross marks. So which feature you are going to use this requirement?
Cross mark. Okay. Can you use that cross mark?
You are just masking that. So what is that feature?
No, masking I did not do, but some
Okay, name. You can tell me with the name.
no, I did not use, but some manual can be done um,
Okay.
we can create another call or we or the
Mm. What is histogram
in which respect.
in SQL Server only?
Histogram is showing the status vertically.
Okay. What is mean by vertically here?
Yeah, that's one thing. Did not understand. Histogram it's like when you see the reports like that. I'm going in that way.
Okay.
Is it
Wo-
a
No, no, that is different. What is density in SQL Server? Related to the histogram only. Density.
density? It
Okay.
will drill down. It will drill down the uh,
Okay. So I
not
will
sure
move.
the
No,
answer.
no, I will move to another question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what is heap?
Heap means the table which do not have a cluster index is called heap.
Okay. So can you name any few differences between cluster index and non-cluster index?
Yeah, cluster index. When we create cluster index, the first thing is that only one cluster index can have in it one table,
Mm-hmm.
and non-cluster index can be in multiple more than one.
Mm-hmm.
And the main difference is cluster index itself store the data physically in the list pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, data pages. In non-cluster index, the data is uh, not in the list pages, in the data pages. It will direct to the pointer to the data pages actually.
Okay.
It is it is not physically sorted, but it's logically sorted. It will be pointed to the record
Okay.
in the index.
So in SQL Server, where actually data is going to get stored? What is the lowest unit?
In pages,
Pages only. So what could be the size of that?
8 KB. Maximum the page is 8 KB.
8 KB. It means 8 KB data you are going to save. That is what it, right?
Not exactly because there are also some header row and 96 byte header and
Okay.
2 bytes for row offset. So 8060 bytes is the maximum for data row.
Okay. So what is like how many pages are there in SQL Server, and can you explain any one point regarding all one each and every page?
There are multiple pages, data page, index page. Data page is store the data, okay. Index page is store the index, uh, and SGAM page, which will maintain the record of the strength, mixed strength, and all
Mm,
the strength. SGAM also it store the it maintains the record of all the strength
mm,
and page free space no, page IAM page it will index allocation map and
okay,
DCM page which track the differential backup when the last differential backup happen. Uh, DCM page and
so you have taken full backup. After that, you have taken multiple differential backup. Okay.
mm,
So how
mm.
do SQL Server knows? Okay, from this point of time, it has to be changed. From this point of time only, I have to record the differential changes. How do that SQL Server knows?
Yeah, see whenever the backup when the LSN is recorded in the boot in the
No, that's okay. LSN is
mm,
okay.
mm,
So that is what LSN will take care of everything. How do
mm.
which pages are going to helpful? which pages by seeing that these pages, okay, these many extents are going to change. So which page is going to helpful for SQL Server in that?
Mm. See, whichever backup second is marked in the SQL Server data page information, and what are the pages extent need to be backup. From there it will take the backup, differential backup. If we do the differential, you mean to say differential, how SQL come to know where to take the differential? You mean to say that?
Yeah, from the
Uh,
now.
uh, so it will whichever is extent is changed and it not taken backup. So it will it will read from there, and it will take the backup, and it will write the information in the DCM page.
Yeah, that is what I'm expecting. Okay, so using the DCM page, it is going to track all these details.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, that's the right answer. And uh, I mean, what do you know anything about execution plans?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, can you talk about like for about 1 or 2 minutes?
Yeah, see, whenever we execute query, okay,
Okay.
so like there are many operators, basic operators like select operator, index scan operator, top operator,
Mm,
index seek operator, index
mm-hmm,
uh, row ID, this row ID, what do you
mm-hmm,
say, key lookup,
mm-hmm,
key lookup or operator, and nested loop, merge join, and whenever the table joins, so nested loop according to the index and the table size, so it will decide because of nested loop. There are nested loop joins, merge joins,
mm-hmm,
hash joins,
mm-hmm.
uh, compute scalar is small, the scale uh, lazy tablespool operator. These are the commonly we see in the execution plan.
Okay.
These are the operators.
Yeah.
Short operator also one of the main uh, operator. When we do any ascend order by ascending, so the short operator will come, which is expensive operator in the execution plan.
Okay. This is very impressive answer. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah. We have done with the interview, and we will get back to you. Okay.
thank you.
Yep.
I'll call back you later.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. No.
Thank you very much.